Okay, this is Brother Harry with Sar Ahmadiel, interviewing him here in Madagascar in Antananarivo. Shalom, Sar Ahmadiel.
Shalom, shalom.
Yes. This is your first time to be in Madagascar. What is your impression?
Well, first, giving all honor and praises to the Holy One of Israel, I greet each and every one of you. Shalom, shalom. It's been awesome. It really has. Many of you may not know that my wife and I had booked our coming months in advance, a couple of months in advance, and just about a week ahead of time, there was a coup here in Madagascar and unrest in the streets. The young generation had taken to the streets, and there were some fatalities when the police responded with force. And so when you watch CNN and you look at BBC and these are your sources for news, naturally, one can become very nervous and think that, well, we don't need to go there. But of course, we live in Israel, and we came from the U.S. We came from Washington D.C., which was murder capital of the world several times in the 1970s. And so we're familiar with the challenges that our people face, and we know who we are. We're comfortable with being Hebrew Israelites and the purpose and mission that's attached to that we are to be a light into the nations, and that if Yah is not with us, then we need to quit now. And so not being facetious and not being uncautious or not careful, we said, hey, we're going, except that the airport's closed, that would be a good sign that maybe we should reconsider. But naturally, from day one, being in your presence, being here with JPI, being here with the brothers and sisters that we've had the great blessing to meet, to move around the land, to see people, to meet the huge variety of people that live here. In terms of complexions and the genetic makeup, it's just really been an awesome experience, and we've had nothing but a peaceful stay, and to be able to impart the principles and the blessings and the experience and the history of our community, the Hebrew Israelites in Dimona, and the great works and success under the leadership of His Excellency Ben Ami HaMashiach. It's been extremely rewarding, Brother Harry. And we're looking forward to continuing that relationship. Myself personally getting back. I'm sure my wife wants to get back. And others, we want to have a flow of spirits coming and going from here to Jerusalem, back and forth, much like Jacob's ladder. We have to continue to inspire. We have to continue to feed, and be fed in return. There's such a huge legacy of Hebraic influence. I learned with the assembly here in Antananarivo, the Knesset, the Beit Knesset here, and our brother who was teaching these past two Shabbats. So learned quite a bit, and learning is eternal. And so it's been really good, and looking forward to working with JPI and a cross section of those who are going to be drawn to this light, to this idea, and work together to raise up Madagascar in the image of Yah.
Okay. What message you would give to our brothers and sisters, Hebrew Israelites abroad that may do not know yet Madagascar? Do you recommend them to visit the country?
Absolutely, they should visit. They certainly, first of all, need to have made up their minds on getting out of Babylon, be it in the U.S., be it in the Caribbean, be it anywhere else in the diaspora. For those who cannot make it to Jerusalem in terms of being able to actually take root there, we understand that, and we've long advocated for considering that your spiritual center, but that the Edenic lands, Edenic from the word Eden, paradise, Africa. That's the name for Africa in the scriptures, and so all of the Edenic lands should be the destination, the interim destination for our people. And Madagascar is certainly to be placed on that map for that. The potential is here, the environment, the atmosphere. Anywhere you go, there are going to be challenges. So I'm not going to say they're not challenges that you will face here, but certainly Madagascar needs to be on the list of those. JPI's presence speaks to that. You know, the invitation that we received speaks to that, and there's a, you know, they need to contemplate this as a possible destination for them and their families.
All right. What any message you want to leave to our brothers and sisters abroad and who did not know yet Madagascar and maybe might have heard something negative about Africa?
Well, certainly they've heard plenty negative about Africa, but it works both ways. You know, the African has heard many negative things about us coming out of the West. That misconceptions about who we are and what we bring. But I would simply say to look to the external. We used to have a saying, and we still have this saying: internal damnation, external deliverance. You know, each time that the children of Israel were confronted with these realities during these captivities, it was always the external route that would bring deliverance. And so it's no different now, that we have to look outside. And certainly if you haven't seen and been watching what's unfolding in the lands of the captivity under Trump 2.0, and Project 2025 and all these other manifestations of things, Reconstruction 3.0, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, we're looking at our end. We're looking at a complete and utter devastation of our people in every way that you might possibly consider that. And so externally is where our deliverance lies. And when you begin to turn your attention to the east and to the Edenic lands, that's when the Most High will respond and show you and point you. And in fact, Harry, our experience in coming to be with you, both on your side and our side, we had to follow our cues from Yah. We made our plans, and I think Yah laughed. and fortunately, we've been able to laugh along with him in that. And but we know that, again, Yah was certainly involved in orchestrating everything that has unfolded, and it's confirmation, and it encourages us in going forward. So our people certainly need to contemplate Madagascar, and because of the Hebraic influences that are certainly here, the presence in the genetic makeup, the presence in the oral narratives, the presence in the identification. And again, my message is always, not to rely heavily on the actual genetic identification, but to then move quickly to the idea of purpose. Because what made Abraham the first Hebrew? It's not about the genes, it's not about the bloodline, it's not about the genetics and the DNA. It's about being called by the Most High in this particular dispensation of time and responding appropriately. And we know we're in the end times, we know we're in the last days, but not the end of the planet. It's the end of a dominion over the affairs of our planet. And that's Israel's task, to be a light unto the nations. If you're Hebrew, that's your task, to be a blessing for the rest of the nations. And so here's a great opportunity to manifest that, and to find others who are part of what they kith and kin, literally related, brothers and sisters in the spirit and possibly in the flesh as well. We have to, we have to honor that call. But you got to take that first step. You got to take the first step. You got to set a date and go. There will always be obstacles in the way of you not getting, I don't have enough, or something, that's going to happen. Job said when all the sons of Yah came together, that Satan came also. So know that spirit, that disruptor, that malchin, that slanderer will be in the mix. But we have to, as Joshua was instructed and instructed his people, go in, fear not, be not discouraged. On the way to what was promised to us. You would encounter things that might frighten you and that might discourage you. But your instructions are, don't be afraid and don't be discouraged. So when you encounter that on the path, he told me to be ready for this. I'm going to be obedient to my instructions, and that's not to be afraid, not to be discouraged, because it's going to come. It's going to come. But I bear testimony that, hey, jump on in, the water's fine. So it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Sar Ahmadiel, for coming with your beloved wife, and the Most High bless you in everything you do.
Thank you, Brother Harry. We appreciate that so much.
Okay.
And we look forward to seeing you on the other end, at the other end of the continent soon too.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.